Okay, welcome to Battered and Proud, a college football podcast for college football geniuses. This is like for Mensa level people, so if you're listening, then you're pretty intelligent. And I'm here with my co-host, the battered one in the Battered
Absolutely.
and Proud. His name is,
Swami.
yeah, and we'll talk about that in a second, but I'm proud. And every year we're going to win it all. Every single year since I was a child, I go to the stadium and I'm like, this is it. This is going to happen. So, anyway, I'm doing that this year and it is going to happen. And I'm also a little uncomfortable because we had to redo this. We did a whole show on Wednesday and the file got messed up. So, right now I'm nervous. I'm going to be nervous the whole time in hopes that this works out. Because we have a really mediocre guest speaker, but it was still a good show. So we're redoing it and it's probably gonna be better this time. And oh, also we got to shout out our sponsors, Eckerman's Meat Market and the Belleville Times. I even have the readings. Eckerman's Meat Market, family owned and operated since 1961. Your old-fashioned meat market specializing in custom processing and Eckerman's smoked sausage. Eckerman's a fresh cut from the country. And then also Belleville Times. It's a newspaper, but they support podcasts because they're future minded. Okay, we can move on now. Does do you want to talk about the picks from last week?
Yes, absolutely.
Also,
Whoops.
Joe's in the other room of my house, and so he shouts, so we have to be in separate rooms right now.
Well, it would have been, I really wish we had my, what I gave you last week. I mean, or excuse me, Wednesday, when I went through it because it was with precision. And now I'm kind of like, I'm already over it. I
Well,
had
we
all
don't
this,
have to, yeah, we don't really have to talk about it. It's not that important, you know?
other than the fact that I was 6-2 and you're 1-7 and then Drew was 3-8 or 3-5.
We it's just for funsies when we do these picks, you
So
know?
you don't even really know. You just pick it like by their color of the jerseys, or how do you pick your teams?
I pick by things like statistics, like I match up the stats and I get a feeling because I feel like maybe I might be, if I'm related to you, maybe I have Swami feelings. I don't know. But I pick on my feel and also I just like drama. So sometimes I pick the underdogs and I obviously did a lot of that last week. Okay. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't act like a punk. Also, I did win one game and I got $50. And where did that come from? Whose pocket?
It came from my pocket.
Exactly. So that's all that matters.
Right. But they got some really good calls and they did have a lot of luck go their way. So, but it was a great, I mean, I'm happy the Aggies won, but Desmond Howard said it himself. He
Tony
felt that
Guts.
Missouri had won the game, but bad calls and bad luck is what cost him the game. But hats off to A&M. And that, a win is a win. So the Aggies won. They're 9-0. That's
Okay,
fantastic.
I just want to interrupt you a little bit. Okay,
Okay.
if you were talking about the OU Auburn game and you're like, that was unfortunate because that was a bad call and that was like bad luck and bad things happened, like that makes sense. But like saying that when you beat the tar out of someone at their home, even though it was like under construction, that's not a bad call and that's not bad luck. That's called preparation, and better play calling. That's what I call that. So. Do we want to talk about constructive criticism too?
It's
No.
up to you. Okay.
Okay,
Alex said no. Guest speaker said no. So let's move on.
this is bull butter. The guest speaker is supposed to be quiet. All right, we'll just bring them on and we won't even worry about constructive criticism. Okay? We won't
Hey,
even talk about how big people think your head looks in this.
can I just read you the quote first before we talk to the guest speaker, please?
Sure,
No. I've never
sure.
gone.
To be honest, this is quotes. To be honest, Missouri played the better game from start to finish. What they lacked was simply luck, said Desmond Howard, the former Michigan star. And the officiating, well, there's some baffling calls that threw Missouri off rhythm and clearly affected their mindset. Still, congratulations to Texas A&M for pulling out the win. So, I mean, I think also too, you have to understand is that, the SEC officiating, they lean a little bit towards teams that are winning, right? So they might get a extra, call or two because they want to keep those
That's
teams at
not
the
true.
top so
No,
they can make the playoffs. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
that's not true. And
Uh,
they'll
You
get
don't,
fine.
you don't
They'll
believe
get in
that?
trouble now. Now they get released.
That's not
Okay.
true. That's stop it. No,
Elizabeth, you hear him
Okay.
say stop it.
All right. Now let me go ahead and introduce our guest because he totally went
I couldn't
against
handle
what.
it anymore. I can't hear that.
All right. So here's our guest speaker. I had a huge bio with all like impressive things about you, but since you went against our schedule,
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear it. I actually we're staying at his hotel and they have little plugs. So when he starts with all that noise, I'll put him in.
Alex is actually in the homeland of College
Yes,
Station right now. So, that's exciting. That's why he looks so pretty in his maroon. And he's also me and Joe's brother. So I think that's like the top of your bio, like what makes you so special.
absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you feel did you feel okay about the picks last week, or did you think I got bullied into some of them?
No, you definitely got bullied. He does that same thing to me.
Yeah.
He'll be like, no, why don't I go on this one? So the ones that are kind of locks, those are the ones that he goes ahead and picks first. He's like, you want to probably go the other way, don't you? And then of course you do. And that I saw the episode last week and he did that a couple of times.
Yeah. I think so too. Like he would lure us in. He'd be like, "Oh, do you want to pick with your nephew? Because you and your nephew are so tight, and I'll pick Wake
Yeah.
Forest." Ugh.
Yeah, you'll take
Look at his
Virginia, and I
face.
took Wake Forest. I mean, everybody thought Virginia was going to win that game easily. They're at the top of the division, but guess what? They lost. And,
All right, let's move
and
on.
nobody except for Swami picked Wake Forest. Thank you very much.
Okay, I want to point out Alex's hat,
Wake Forest is good.
which is weird because we are pretty biased toward A&M.
No,
But
so yeah.
Alex is
That
wearing a Notre Dame hat. And you know what was
yes.
interesting is that when we were getting on the plane to go to Notre Dame from Houston, we were going to Chicago, but ultimately South Bend. The whole plane was full of Aggies, the entire plane, and there was one tubby Notre Dame fan. And I mean, he was wearing green and he just looked like a green, fire plug.
Giant leprechaun.
Yeah. And so someone, I guess Kim sent a picture of Alex getting ready to get on the plane and he had Notre Dame crap on. And I said, "Oh, that's neat. We had a fat Notre Dame fan on our plane too."
I wear the Notre Dame hat because it's Jesus's team, and so the Jesus gives a little bit to A&M as well, so it kind of like trickles
There's
down.
there's more A&M Catholics actually than at Notre Dame. Did you know that?
I don't, yeah, that's hard to believe,
It's true. It's
especially since
absolutely true.
Freeman's gotten there. He's all converted the whole football team over to Catholic.
Well, it's true, and you should know this since we all went to that game. Um, there was a part of that game that we remember very well, and it was the very end. Do you remember that part, Joe?
Are you
Yeah,
talking about after Notre Dame scored to go up by 6, but they missed the extra point, and I turned around and looked because Alex and Kim were sitting with Tony and Izzy behind us, about 3 rows behind us.
Yeah.
Y'all were right below the scoreboard. I turned around and look at you. And I'm like, "Where's Alex? Where's Alex and Kim?"
I
Yeah,
wanted to
and
get a better view because it was gonna there we were gonna score on the other end, right? So I
Oh
wanted to
my
make sure that I
God.
saw
no,
that.
Oh my
no,
So
full
I
God.
went
butter.
down to
I
the
can't
lower
believe this has
level
happened. I
and
can't believe he's saying
I
this
got to
right
see
now.
it through the
Holy
tunnel, but
cow.
then I also got to see when it was too far away, I was able to see it on TV,
It was
Oh my
so
God.
on one of
unfortunate.
those TVs.
What did he
Yeah.
tell you?
I'm
Did he
I'm
say
out. I
something to
can't
you?
handle it. He said I'm
I'm
out.
out. I can't. Yeah.
They scored, and he just said I'm out. I can't handle it.
Yeah. Kimmy thought I was leaving, but I wasn't leaving. I was just getting down to the bottom because it was
And I said, "You're a douche. And he just like, I don't care, I'm leaving. And and then and Joe turns around with your stupid smirk, like, oh, look, they scored. Like we're gonna lose because I said we were, and you were turning around smirking, and then you were like, what? Where's Alex? And I was like, he is a punk. And
He's downstairs.
then we blocked, or we didn't block. I mean, I guess we
No,
blocked it.
they fought. No, he botched the hold,
Yeah,
and then
they
we came
messed up.
through.
They
They,
messed up the
yeah,
hold.
yeah,
Yeah,
they messed up the hole. They didn't get the extra point, and it kind of screwed me because I had Notre Dame minus 6.5.
Anyway, so
Eh,
Alex did
we got
not
the
get to
win.
celebrate with his family, and
I celebrated with my wife.
his wife did not get to celebrate. The reason why she's married to you is because you're related to us and she
I
loves the
understand that, but there
family.
was a pregnant lady downstairs that we were high fiving and hugging, and then her husband, and then about three other couples that we got to
Okay.
celebrate with.
I'm just saying, I watched, like I was staring ahead because I was at eye level with Touchdown Jesus. That's how freaking high up we were. I couldn't even turn around and look at the Jumbotron because I'd get
You couldn't see
dizzy.
it.
I'd get
Yeah, you
dizzy
couldn't
and
see
fall
anything. So I
backwards.
was getting a bird's eye view.
No,
Did
so
he
I
did
was
did
channeling in and I was looking at Jesus and he was sitting there like this and I'm like, Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna And he was like, yeah, I'm doing it right
And he
now.
called
Look,
it. Huh?
he called it
Yeah.
and we did. And it was like, I thought I was gonna fall down. It was like so amazing because everybody was jumping and Tony would not give me a kiss until he was searching the field for a flag. He just couldn't stop. He was like, is there a flag? Is there a flag?
there
He
was
wouldn't
supposed
even
to be
kiss
one?
me. Oh, God, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
Well, on the fourth down play, that the we had an
No,
offensive lineman that tackled one of their players, but I mean, I'm glad they didn't
He
make the
didn't
call.
tackle him. He
he
held him
didn't
a little bit. Yeah,
Held
just
he
him a
held
lot
him
of
a
bit,
little.
I
not a
mean,
little bit, but a
if
lot
you
of bit.
like ticky tacky, then so I mean
Yeah.
Yeah.
we ran it back for a
We'd be
touchdown. They
there all
called
day.
that back too, and
Well,
that was
that
bull
was
butter.
yeah, that was also a tackle, and they saw that tackle, so they called that
Whatever.
tackle as a
All
holding
right.
call.
So I got to Uber back and you guys had to
We
walk
did the
because I was
victory
already
walk.
We
downstairs.
did, and it was great, and I
It
loved
was
it.
Yeah. So
amazing. And we
four
weren't
and a half
obnoxious.
miles.
No, it
No,
was 2.5 miles.
2.5 miles.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you and
How long?
your,
Okay.
all
it was
downhill.
amazing. It was all amazing. And,
It
the
was
Notre
not
Dame
downhill.
fans, I'm going to say they were just appalled. And they took pictures of us. Like they were nice. They were like,
Yeah,
y'all,
no,
you
they're
want us to
great
take a
people.
picture with remember it said Fighting Irish and we stood in front of it.
Yes,
And they were like,
yeah,
we'll
did
take
they
your
get a good song?
picture. Yeah.
Absolutely.
They were really good fans. I think they were just in shock and appalled that we had won. Um, but they
Well,
were good
they were
fans.
in shock that we travel so well. So they
I
said,
was in shock.
yeah, they said I talked to one guy, he was in the middle of the field, and he says I couldn't believe how loud y'all were. He
Yeah.
said he said it was ridiculous.
And it was just
So
the whole stadium was peppered with maroon. You couldn't
yeah,
see like a section where there was more maroon. It was like all over.
No, where we
it's God's
sat,
country.
that's where we were in the end
That was
zone
where
with the
we
other
were.
Aggies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why the football team came down and did, saw varsity's horns off in front of us because that's where most of the Aggies were, that corner of the
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
end
saw
thought it
zone.
was
that
because I texted them and told them that's
Yeah,
where we
for
were.
sure.
that's for sure. Yeah, yeah.
All right, we spent a lot of time on that game. It was a good game. That was my favorite game ever in my little bitty years of life.
Mine
So,
too on the road. Favorite on the
yeah.
road. Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all want to do bracket time?
Sure.
I'm gonna do my graphics, my high tech graphics here.
Why don't we do yours first since you're the one who doesn't have much to say and it's kind of,
Me?
yeah.
Why?
No, that's me. No,
Oh,
that's
you want,
I
Benedict
know.
Arnold.
I'll do this. I'll do this.
Just press number two over there.
There we go. Okay, this is Benedict Arnold's.
Yeah.
Do you
well,
know
that actually
what?
looks like mine.
That
That
is
is
you. You're
yours.
Benedict
You're
Arnold.
Benedict
You're the
Arnold.
turncoat.
Yeah,
No,
you're a
I'm
traitor.
Swami.
You're a traitor.
I'm not Benedict Arnold. I'm Swami. I mean, I root for both teams. I root for Texas and I root for A&M. What's so bad about that?
How do you bet on the weekend? You bet against who every single week?
Not every single week.
Every week you bet against who?
This is from 2 weeks ago, I think.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's the same one that you had last.
I don't
No,
remember
Yeah,
you
I don't
having.
have
from
I don't
Wednesday.
have any of these teams over here on the left. I don't have Virginia. I don't have I don't have BYU.
This
I have
is
It,
Tech
messed
number
up.
four. Yeah, it is. Thank you.
We'll do mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do
this is
yours.
messed up too.
Thank you.
Let's just go over Alex's.
Yeah.
That's right,
That,
Alex?
yeah, that's right.
I wonder why
Actually, it's
ours
not
didn't
right, but it's
save.
That is right. I changed it.
yeah.
Oh, crap. Well, let's talk about Alex's because, and then we can bash him with what we had. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So Alex wanted to change it, and he has Bama as one.
Right. Bama's going to win out. They're going to win the SEC
What?
championship. They're going to beat A&M. A&M, of
What?
course, is going to beat TU. So that's going to be their first loss. So they're only going to drop to number three.
Oh, you're supposed to say
Ohio,
Texas, Alex. We're not supposed to say.
yeah, you
It's
can
not
find
nice.
me. I can't do it. You can find me.
Okay.
So you have Alabama as four as well. So that's not supposed to be right. That's supposed to be Indiana.
Texas? Oh, you meant you don't
Yeah.
have Texas at
Oh,
number
I
four?
really think that like I have the wrong one up or something. Something
That
happened.
this is right for me, but except for the number
The
four, it
four
should
is
be Indiana.
ND. Yeah,
Yeah.
Indiana. Maybe I just
Indiana.
didn't. Yeah. Our
So
graphics
Indy,
team
yeah.
is off today, so I had to do it.
Right. Yeah, it's way off. But
So
it's I
Indiana's
think
going
it's
to
off
get
because he's
beat
got
by.
A&M number three.
No, that's right. Because A&M's going to get beat by Bama. They're going to go to number one. A&M's going to drop to three.
Three.
Ohio State is going to get back to number two because they're going to beat Indiana in the Big Ten. And then
But
so Indiana's going to be four and Ohio State's going to be two.
he
Okay.
actually also said Michigan was going to be at Ohio State. He said that
Yes.
too. And he
Yes.
said
And you
take it, he said take it to the bank.
take it
Yes.
to the bank, but you still have Michigan too. Okay. So
Yeah.
my question is this.
Go
You
ahead.
said you have A&M beating Texas and Austin?
For 100%.
Okay, that's in Austin. You heard me say that, right? In Austin, right?
Yeah, it could be in Timbuktu. I don't give a darn. It's there's A&M's going to beat TU this year.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess you haven't seen Texas play the last couple of weeks, so
I know they
okay.
almost lost it to Vandy. I mean, they
Well,
almost lost to
they had that game
Arkansas.
won, dude. That game was won. It was over. It was over in the
Okay.
first half. But anyway,
No,
What
I
was
know.
it? Do
That's
you
why
remember the score, the Texas score when they played Florida?
I
that was they were in disarray, but they've got everything figured out. The line has gelled. Okay. Arch has got his timely passings, down to a where he goes and he knows where his receivers are that are open. So I mean, he can see he's got eyes in the back of his head.
yeah. Well,
He's
he's going to
also
need them because he has an offensive line that can't block. So good luck to him.
what?
Yeah,
He has over 700 yards passing the last two games.
but because they played nobody.
Nobody.
They
Vanderbilt was
played
number nine in the
Vanderbilt,
country.
and they came out and against Vanderbilt, punched him in the mouth. Vanderbilt got their stuff together. I can't say any bad words. So got everything got everything gelling, and then almost came back and beat us at their place
But the
in
game was already
Austin.
over. Alex, the game was already over. Please, come on, seriously.
They
Okay,
lost by 3 points.
but
Okay,
I want to know why you think like statistics to statistics, like how you feel like Texas is gonna outdo A&M. How do you like put those
I,
stats together to where
I
you
like
think
because they
that.
are
that?
hitting on all cylinders right now. Okay.
Okay. All
And then
right.
here's the other problem that you haven't, that you're not aware of. Okay. Every team that A&M has beat, okay, every team in the Southeastern Conference has a losing record in the conference. Texas has beaten Oklahoma, who was in the top 10. Texas has beaten Vanderbilt, who was number nine when they played them. Okay. Both of these teams have winning records in the conference. The University of Texas will be the only team that A&M plays that has a winning record. Okay. They're playing South Carolina tomorrow, which has a losing record in the conference. So, and plus, not only are they playing a team that's hitting on all cylinders in Austin, but they're playing at their place at DKR. I don't think they have a chance. I think it's going to be kind of like Vanderbilt, but they're
Three
not going to let them come back.
three of A&M's eight opponents have winning records.
Three of A&M's. Okay. Was UTSA? Well, I don't know. Who? Notre Dame's one of them. Okay.
I just wrote that down. I got it from another stat, so I didn't like look up who all it was. But we've beat ranked teams too. And we also beat LSU in
At
Death
home
Valley at
at night.
nighttime, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be like unheard of. And then also we've defeated four teams that fired their head coach because they were like, you got handled. You got handled. We got to find another coach." And they're all on the phone with Elko probably, but he's like, "No, I love the 12th man." Okay, let's move on. Sorry about the brackets, but to be honest, I don't think ours change. I mean, Joe has Texas obviously in the top four because he's an idiot. And then I have A&M ranked as two. That's the only difference, really. I don't have Michigan in there though. I think Alex is losing it. But y'all, what do y'all think about Miami? Like they're putting Miami in there.
That quarterback is pitiful, pitiful.
He's the Georgia Beck, Carson Beck. The one who's
Yeah,
playing at
that.
Miami is the
Yeah,
Georgia Well, that guy came back, I guess.
he's more worried about what he's going to say to the press or I mean or date next. I don't know what his problem is. He's a lot. His head's a lot bigger than his ego's a lot better than bigger than his talent is.
I think he's tired. He
Yeah,
looks really tired. Also, do y'all know that where's my mouse? Do y'all know that right now we are halfway? Like if we make it, if we make it, whoever makes it to the national championship, right now we're at the halfway point.
we're more than halfway, huh?
A
No,
lot more
like
than halfway.
no, somebody I was listening to said if you think about it, like on the road, we're not even in the bracket yet. Think about the games you got to play still to get to the national championship.
We've
Yeah.
got four more games to play.
To get to the national
If we play in the
championship?
championship,
So we've already played 9 games. Okay. So
Okay.
you've got 3 more games, right? Then you have the SEC championship, which I'm not going to make. So that's 4. All right. And then you've got 3. So 7. So you're a little over halfway. I mean, it's close. 16 games, I guess, could be the ultimate,
It's
right?
halfish. It's
Actually,
halfish.
no, it's not that because I mean only the teams that go up through the bracket because some of the teams, the top 4 teams will get a bye, right?
Yeah, but if we're not, if we go with whatever you're saying and we're not in the top four and we don't have a bye.
They won't. And but the best news, I mean, I'm worried about A&M beating South Carolina tomorrow.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We're doing picks now for next week or for tomorrow now. I mean, we're okay.
Do you want to dive into that?
What did we want to talk about that
I
I'm
mean, do you want
skipping?
to, no, I'm just saying, do you want to go into the picks?
Yeah,
did you
that's
want to
what's
talk about?
next.
I thought you wanted to do Gmail and stories.
Oh, we're doing Game for Texas, but I did want you to tell the story about Pawpaw when he left his key, he locked his keys in the car in
Yeah,
his
we
Cadillac.
yeah he locked his keys and then Dad had to go. I think he met Gmail halfway, and then so we were young and they let us get on Kyle Field and play football. It was a blast.
So it
It was
was just
awesome.
you and Joe?
I think
No,
I think Ryan was there.
it was
Um,
and there was other kids out there playing too.
yeah. We
So I
yeah
mean, anybody could go out there. It was AstroTurf. It was
yeah
great. We were in hog heaven.
yeah.
We were. This is the best ever. I'm going for a touchdown.
Tiptoe
Yeah.
catches. It was
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely. Right. In the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
Touchdown. The crowd goes wild.
We
Oh,
go,
I'm sure I'm sure Joe was doing a lot of chirping back then too. Oh, you
oh,
suck. You're terrible. You're terrible, Alex. Clang.
No, come
no,
on.
he was so supportive.
Thank you.
He was chirping even back then. How old do y'all think you were?
God, we were young, man.
Yeah. I mean,
10,
I
11
was in
years
grade
old.
school. Yeah. It was
I mean, it
just,
was
it wasn't that long ago. We're not that old. So,
right.
Now I don't want to be on the field for games. Like you know how like people get passes to be like on the field? I mean, it'd be cool to be around the players and stuff, but you cannot see anything on the field now, like when the game's playing. You know that? Have y'all
yeah.
ever done that lately?
I did it with Dad on at the UTEP game that time.
When he got
Then I got,
announced?
yeah, then I got Mom to come down and sit and stand with him. Because
That's
he wanted to
cool.
go and see all of his old Aggie friends, and so we went up there, and when he got inducted, and
Yeah.
I took him down there. So
Were you down there for the honorary when he was honorary captain and all that?
No, I had that's when I got mom to come down.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted her to be down there with them for that.
Okay.
I
Also,
just
he got like a really big, like a double X jacket from that. Are any of y'all that tubby to where you can wear a double X
I am.
jacket?
Yeah,
Me for sure.
You wear double X?
I
I've
do.
worn
I mean,
double X. I've worn
JoJo
double
does
X for the
too.
last 20 years.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
we'll
not
do
gonna
rock
shame you.
paper
That's
scissors
fine.
for it.
That's fine. Well, I have that jacket I can let one of y'all arm wrestle for. Um, all right, yeah, let's dive into the games. Even though I don't like getting bullied into stuff, but I wrote my stuff down, so I'll stay with it. Do you have the list there, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, Notre Dame and Pitt's first.
Yeah, let me find it. Here it is.
He left so
Um,
many notes at home. I'm so glad because then he couldn't read all his stupid
oh no,
quotes.
this is from last week. This is the picks from last week where I went 6-2, you went 1-7, and
Here we
Drew went
go.
3-5. Okay, let me move on from that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here,
And
I got them right
also,
here.
I want to note that the other game that I lost, besides the Aggies, was the Alabama LSU game. I took LSU minus 10.5, and they lost by 11 because I couldn't score a touchdown, but that's okay. Anyway, all right, we're moving on though, right, Elizabeth?
That's old news. We need to live in the present.
Okay,
Look to the future.
first game. And by the way, let me tell you who I had since you had this all jacked up. I want to talk about my picks. I had Ohio State number one. I had Texas number two. I had Indiana number three. Texas Tech number four. I really like Tech on the
Yeah, that's
defense.
silly.
Wreck 'em Tech, baby. Uh, let's see here. Number five, I had Bama playing South Florida. I had Notre Dame at six playing Georgia Tech. I got Oregon number seven playing Ole Miss number 10. And then I've got A&M eighth and Georgia ninth, but I want to flip that. I want Georgia eighth, A&M ninth, because I think that game is going to be in Athens. Okay, because I just don't think A&M has a chance against Texas and Austin. I just don't. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm
I
going to
mean,
be.
I
I
haven't
can
heard
just
you
feel
say
it.
that yet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
weird that you keep
I'm
saying
glad you
that.
shared that with us.
Yeah.
Like
Um, it's
you
like what?
really do have like some sort of disorder.
What are you talking about? What do I
I'm
have a
gonna
disorder?
see if anyone specializes in this, like where we could maybe get you like a virtual call with a psychologist or something who can help you through this.
No, nobody can help them.
I really don't know how I'm gonna do for the game. And the game's at night, which I'm upset about. I don't know if I'm just gonna go on a long walk and just walk out on the freeway. I don't know, just so I can get all the noise out of my head. I just don't. I just
Where are
want the
you
game to be
watching
over
the
with.
game, Alex?
Probably at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to be around anybody, especially my wife.
Okay.
So,
Be she doesn't, she keeps her mouth shut, I'm sure.
no, she doesn't either. No, she
She's
doesn't
so
either, especially when it comes to the Longhorns.
no, she's
You know,
sweet. She's sweet about it.
she is sweet. She is sweet, but she's rooting on her team, and that's great. And I wanted her to root on her team, just not around me.
Well, I thought
Okay.
you were a T-SIP.
I'm not a T-SIP. I'm an Aggie, but I just think that Texas is really good. There's a difference. Okay, rooting
We're
for
not
them, and
even playing Texas. Can we table
Yeah,
this for
that's
next week for the love?
yeah. I got
okay,
people waiting on me. Yeah,
okay, you're
go
Oh,
right. I'm
ahead.
Alex
sorry.
has
I
people waiting
apologize.
on
Okay,
him.
okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, first game, Notre Dame at Pittsburgh, and Notre Dame is favored by 12.5 points.
I'll go first.
Okay,
Thanks for volunteering me. I'm going to pick Notre Dame because I think Pitt's coach is a freaking moron. I don't care if we win or if we lose 110 to 10. It's not an ACC game. That's what I'm interested in. It's not an ACC game. That's what he said. What kind of, I mean, come on.
He's
yeah,
all
he's already.
jacked up though because game day is going to be there. So
Wow. Okay, but Alex, you're taking Pitt, right?
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's 12 and a
Even though
half
you got
points.
even though you got Notre Dame's hat on, you're going to still
Yeah,
take Pittsburgh.
Notre Dame's going to win, but Pitt, they're not going to cover 12 and a half.
I'm going to pray
Okay.
for you. I'm going to pray
Yeah.
for you.
I'm going to go. I believe the same thing that, and it is crazy that he said that. I mean, what kind of message is that to your players? And you're going to have game day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I'm like,
so
what a moron.
weird.
So
Yes.
I'm going with my sister on this one, and I'm going Notre Dame and hope they beat them 80 to nothing. Okay. You want to lose 110 to nothing? we'll oblige you. And Jeremiah Love's, have about 380 yards rushing, and that other running back they got have another 250, and we'll beat you, 85 to nothing. I know it's not 110
Jer
to nothing, but anyway,
Jeremiah Love.
right. Jeremiah Love. Okay. Moving on. South Florida at the Naval Academy. The line is South Florida by 9.5. Okay. Izzy, you went first last time. Alex, you want to take a shot at this one?
I'm going to the Naval Academy.
So am I. I am too. 9.5 points is a lot at the Naval Academy. I think Navy's going to keep the ball on the ground. And even though I got South Florida as one of my top 12 picks, I'm thinking I might go. You know what? What are you going to take, Elizabeth?
I'm taking USF because I'll tell you why. It's not a hostile environment. The Naval Academy football players have to go to school and pass their classes, and then they go serve after for at least 5 years. So these, they're not like these NIL type players that you're used to seeing. So that's why I'm going USF. Now, if I had a wand, I would the midshipmen would win it outright if I had a
You,
wand. But 9.5, I think USF.
you know what? You're going to give it the 9.5, right?
Yes.
So you know what? I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think we're going to leave Alex on an island again.
I like it.
So Alex is going to get, and I'm going to take USF and give the 9.5.
Alex feels like he's more American by picking Navy. And I
Yes.
get it. I understand that thought, and I love the midshipmen, but it's just they don't even like the place they play, it's not like on the academy or anything like that, you know?
They need to win conference, so they need this game. So
All right, let's go to the next.
Okay, next
I'm
game
really
is going
not
to
going
be
to.
OU at Alabama minus 5.5. Now, I get to go first on this one. Um, I think that Alabama is going to roll OU. They're really pissed about last year, losing to them in Norman. They got a chip on their shoulder. I think they've had an extra week to prepare too. They didn't play last week, so I think they're gonna bring the heat. I'm gonna go with Bama and give the 5.5.
Roll Tide.
Okay,
I'm going
Alex too.
Bama. Yeah.
I think I'm not saying OU will win, but I will take OU in 5.5 because I do think they're getting better. And I think Mateer took like 3 steps back when he hurt his thumb. But he's progressing and getting better. Plus, my BFF, Bruce White, is an OU man, and it would hurt his feelings if I didn't pick OU.
Bama's too strong. Sorry,
Bama's
Elizabeth,
been
Izzy.
barely squeaking by. Bama almost lost to South Carolina, and that'll tell us more after tomorrow, but I am not impressed. I feel like they kind
South
of like
Carolina plays harder at the end of the season. They play a lot better in the end of the season. That's the reason why it's going to be tight. I won't talk about that game. Okay.
okay,
So
moving
number
on.
Iowa and USC is next.
and Elizabeth, you're okay being on an island with OU?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. I think that I'm picking USC because I think Iowa's just not used to playing in that kind of weather over there in the West. It is gonna
Beautiful weather.
rain
Yeah.
though. That's what's tricky, but it's warm rain. So I
Oh,
think
yeah, yeah.
Iowa's gonna have trouble with that.
I don't think they will.
So I'm
And
picking
they're getting
USC.
6.5.
Yeah. No, I think they'll win.
It'll be
I
tight.
can't see my sister being by herself 2 games in a row, especially after going 1-7 last week. So I was leaning towards Iowa, but I'm gonna have to jump on USC. And I really shouldn't do this because it's wet and USC throws the ball. But you know what? I just can't see you 2 games in a row by yourself, Elizabeth. I'm gonna go USC and I'm gonna give 6.5 and let Alex be by himself with Iowa. Okay.
How do you know
Next game.
Alex's pick? Did you already pick? You picked Iowa?
I said Iowa.
Yeah, you
Yes.
Okay.
got Iowa.
I said it was going to be tight.
Okay, the next game we're gonna do is Mississippi State and Missouri. Okay. Mississippi State at Mizzou. Mizzou's given 7.5. Um, who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah,
I'll
it's your
go.
turn. Oh,
Go,
Alex,
yeah,
you
go
go
ahead.
first. Well, Alex hadn't
Go,
gone first yet, I don't think.
Okay, Alex goes
yeah,
first.
yeah. Go Dogs. Mississippi State's going to win that. Missouri has nothing on offense except for a running game. Mississippi State will go ahead and load up.
God, that's
So,
actually smart.
and they're getting 7.5.
Okay. Elizabeth, you want to go?
I think Missouri, that atmosphere with all that construction is crazy.
It's so
And
intimidating.
it's intimidating. And that backup quarterback, that guy was like ice cold the whole time, like no bother in his face. And he got all the shakes out for the A&M game and he's prepared now and he's ready to go. And so I'm picking Mizzou. I just think Mississippi State with Georgia, I mean, I felt they're so defeated and they have like bent me over more than once this season when I picked them. So,
Can you clean that up a little bit?
what?
So yeah, all right.
The bi- I'm
Okay, so again, I feel bad. I feel bad that you went 1-7 last week. I was with Alex, leaning towards Mississippi State. All they got to do is stop the run and they'll win the game. But Mississippi State did look bad last week against Georgia at home.
at home with all their silly ass bells.
You're right. And the other thing that bothers me, but the one thing
Georgia
that bothers me
State.
about Missouri is that I'm hearing rumors that the coach is going to Penn State from Missouri. So if the players know that, are they going to play hard for them? Are they going to lay down and just say, already got smoked by A&M. We're done. Our season's over with. We don't care. Mississippi State goes in there and not only covers but gets the win. I hate to put you out on the island again, Elizabeth. So I'm gonna go with you, and we're gonna hopefully beat them by seven and a
He's
half. And
gonna now next week, if it doesn't go the way I pick, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I was trying to be nice and you ruined it."
I probably will. You're probably right. So it's okay though. All right. So and I'm an idiot for doing that. 7.5 points is a lot, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm so far up. I mean, what's lose a few with you? It's okay. We'll do it together. Okay. It'll be
You'll
okay.
go down together. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. My sweet little sister. Okay, next game is TCU at BYU. Okay. BYU's given up 4.5. Um, I mean, the easy pick is BYU. You know, only 4.5. They're gonna be mad. TCU looked like garbage last week. They got beat at home by Iowa State. I can't stand for all three of us to be the same on BYU. I think both of y'all are probably leaning towards BYU, aren't you? Hello,
Yes. They're playing at BYU too, and
Provo. Yeah.
TCU can't breathe in the
And
mountains like
BYU's
that.
BYU BYU has to make up for last week.
Okay, so you're gonna go with BYU.
Yes.
All right, both y'all, and y'all are gonna give me 4.5, and I'm gonna take TCU just for grins and
Didn't
giggles.
BYU, who did they play with the religious war? Well,
The religion, that's Utah,
No, they played Utah. I mean, that's kind of like the Mormon game.
and
yeah.
they beat them. Utah's lost two games. They lost to Tech and they lost to BYU.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I picked BYU. Yeah.
Okay,
All
the
right, who's
next
next?
game. Next game is the University of Texas at Georgia. Georgia is favored by 5.5. Um,
Should be
Alex, you want to
more.
go first?
I'm going with the dogs. I think when TU goes to Georgia, and then when they line up against the Georgia Bulldogs, they're going to pee a little bit in their pants. And then, I mean, 5.5. I mean, I'd give 12.5, but I'll go ahead and I'll give
So if
five
they
and a
were
half.
favored
I'll
by
take
12 and a half,
Georgia.
you would still take Georgia?
What's that?
If Georgia was favored by 12.5, you'd
Yeah.
take.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's easy, easy pickings.
I cannot believe you're saying this after
Geor-
you
TU's
obviously were
finally going to
sleeping the
play a
last two
team
weeks.
that. I mean, they lost to Florida. The only team that they played all season long was Ohio State, and
They
I
lost to them
mean,
by
and
7.
then
They gave Ohio State their closest game of the year
yeah, and Ohio State hadn't played anybody yet this
at
year.
at at at, at Ohio State.
Hey,
Nobody's played. I mean, Ohio State hadn't played anybody
tell me,
They
so
play Texas.
yet.
t Bert,
Again, what did I say?
Okay, so you're gonna give 5.5 points, and you're gonna take Georgia.
In a heartbeat. Yes.
Knowing
Yes.
that knowing that Texas is all
That's a
kinds of
lock.
fired
That's
up.
my lock, by the way. It's Big Al, everybody's pals lock.
Okay, even though that Sark is really he's got this game marked on his calendar for because Texas got beat by him last year twice, and they're foaming at the mouth to get up there between the hedges and just put
They
a
own them.
pounding on Texas.
Georgia
No,
owns Texas TU, excuse me. They own them.
have you heard any of what the players at Texas have been talking about? Have
They
they came
I
up? I mean,
listened
they got
to
you watch them interview and they got foam coming out of their mouth. They're
I
foaming at
Yeah.
the mouth. They're like,
so
They need
after
I
rabies
can't wait to
shots.
get there. I can't wait to get there between the hedges and shut all those clowns up. I can't wait.
Good. Good.
I have
Yeah.
yet to hear. Okay, so I watched some of their interviews because you said they were foaming at the mouth, and so I just wanted to see what that looked like. And I watched their interviews, and I didn't get that feeling. Like I thought they were very professional. I thought that they seemed like nice boys,
They
but
are.
they
Yeah.
weren't foaming at the mouth, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna have to play better than Georgia." Like that's how their interviews went. It wasn't
No,
foaming at the mouth.
no,
And there's a little wet spot in their pants
no.
I didn't see that
when
part.
you bring up Georgia. Got beat twice last year by Georgia. Or
So
both. Shit.
Tony has told me many times because he learned his lesson when he got skanked by you, but he said don't ever bet against Texas. And so I don't try to, but now that I've had time and I meditated last night and we're between the hedges, which is a very hostile place.
Did you say we are between the hedges?
No. Well, I'm saying
You
like
s-
we were if we're going to the game.
Like
okay.
she's saying like we Georgia. That's
Like
what she's saying.
everyone, all of us,
Okay.
Yeah.
everyone
All
as
right.
a
When
ever
you go, okay,
everyone
I got you.
everyone who's watching the game is going to be between the hedges because it's there.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, between the hedges and Texas, like their road games are so tough. You know, like Kentucky is a powerhouse, but they just squeaked by. And then Florida was at the Swamp,
God
and
bless
that
them.
was not good. And then who else did they play away? Oh,
Mississippi
Ohio,
State.
Mississippi State,
Yeah.
and that was, I mean, they did come back. That was great, but I mean,
It was great.
okay.
17 points with 9 minutes left.
And then Ohio State, which I mean, again, that was Ohio State. You know, I get it, but Ohio State also hasn't proven anything yet. Okay, so I'm just saying I'm going against my previous thought, and I'm gonna pick the dogs.
So okay, so both y'all are going with Georgia.
What's that chant? Who's that
Coming
coming
down
down
the,
the line?
I forgot.
What is it? A
I'll
mean
have to ask. I'll have to
something.
ask McAfee.
Yeah. Go dogs. Go
Go
dogs.
dogs. Go dogs.
Go.
Go dogs. Hoo,
Um, honestly, both y'all need to grow up. I mean,
hoo.
you should be pulling for Texas. It's our state school for Pete's sake.
I agree.
You know, um, I mean,
All right,
come on.
who's next? I know you're going for Texas.
You're
He
so dumb.
he is.
What?
You're dumb.
No, you can't do that. It's against the rules. You cannot do
Yeah.
that.
You
We're not in the
cannot.
little 12 anymore. We're in the SEC. You can do whatever you want to.
Whatever. That's
There's
not
no more
right.
TUTV.
Okay.
I also am betting against them because I didn't like these little like the comments that can you hear that, Alex? Can you hear it?
No, what's the
Okay,
next
good.
game? What's the
He's
next game?
okay. Can you turn that off? I'm talking.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like that Sark was a little snarky when he was making little comments about someone's schedule in the SEC. I don't like that. So let's
Are you
move
talking
on.
about the fact that A&M played all their teams they've played except for Texas has a losing record in the SEC? Okay.
Whatever. I mean, yeah. I mean, A&M got to
We'll
sit on
find
a
out.
throne at the beginning of the season and go, yeah, this is who we want to play. Yeah, that's how that went. But you know what the thing is that regardless, they have played all these teams and they haven't lost to them. So that's the point. Okay. They are
Yeah.
winning
Kind of
these
like at Florida.
games.
Did we beat Florida?
We did beat them.
Okay. Okay.
And
In College Station.
so, yeah, but
Big difference.
No.
statistically, we were supposed to lose to them because we had beat them the year before at the Swamp. We beat them at the
Yeah.
Swamp with a lesser team. I'm just going to point that out
And then
too.
we went on the road and played LSU at night
At
because we already
nighttime.
went through all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's our next game? I think our next game is South
It's the
Carolina
final
and
game.
That
A&M.
is the next
Yeah.
game. Okay, cool. Let's talk
This is an
about
easy,
that.
I mean, I'll take it. I mean, 19 and a half, bet the ranch. I'm even thinking maybe put some money down on a money line. I
They
mean,
don't have a money. Well,
look
mine
at
doesn't have a money line.
do what?
Mine didn't have a money line.
Yeah, it's
I was going to
800
do it.
on a $100 bet. It's $800 to win.
Is it?
Yeah, if you put down 100, you can win 800.
Yeah, I didn't have it on my
So,
screen.
so
I
19 and a
agree
half
with you. 19 and a half is way too many, especially when South Carolina plays a lot tougher at the end of the season. That's
and the
19 and a half is
injuries.
way too much.
And A&M's got a bunch of injuries. Like Craver's out. Is Craver going to play?
I hope not. I hope
Yeah,
Moss
he
we
is
need
doesn't
to
out.
sit
play.
them out until the
Scooby
TV
Williams is
game.
out. You know,
That's no problem. Scooby Williams can be out, and I love Scooby. I think he's great. But we have Damian Sanford who steps in for Scooby, and I'll take him all day, every day. So that doesn't bother me. Also, Ags by 90 for me.
okay, so Alex and I have South Carolina and you have A&M. And M.
That's right.
And you're
And
giving up 19 and a half.
guess who's
Wow.
going to the game tomorrow?
All of us.
We're all going to the game because you know why?
Yes.
Alex loves his siblings and said, if I have to go to that game, I don't want to go without Izzy and Joe.
Yes. Exactly.
You know?
You got Gator coming
Yeah.
and you four.
Best day ever
Yeah, can't
I
wait.
tomorrow.
know.
I just hope the Aggies can pull it off.
They will. And I got a good fit for tomorrow. It's gonna all work out.
They'll win by 14, but not 19 and a half.
Ags by 90.
Well,
Okay.
maybe nine.
Do y'all want to do a little discussion on you know what? I want to also talk about real quick that I think the College Football Playoff Committee is a bunch of thugs.
Why?
And because I can't even handle that they left Indiana at freaking 2 when they almost lost to Penn State.
It doesn't matter.
And most of the people on that freaking committee are all Hoosiers, and they're like, well, we did the eye test. And by doing the eye test and watching Indiana barely freaking win against Penn State, that just clearly shows that they're number 2. Get out of here with that. Okay?
No, I think A&M should be too, but I'm glad they stayed at three. I like that better because they're
I
getting disrespected, and
that's
they're like,
right.
all right, keep disrespecting us,
Keep
That's
on.
right.
keep
It
it
really
going.
is frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Aunt Debbie,
There's the
yes, I
okay,
know.
we got time. We got a time commitment here. One last thing
Okay.
we got to talk about. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex, let's hear your top 5 Heisman.
All right. So the last episode we had, Izzy brought something, and I felt really horrible about it. I didn't have Jeremiah Love in my Heisman picks. I had all quarterbacks. So with that, I looked at his stats: 988 yards, 13 TDs, rushing, averaging 6.4 yards a carry. He has 254 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. He's my number one. He wasn't even in my top five. And then Dizzy Izzy was able to open my eyes.
I'm
After
so
that,
smart.
I know, right?
You
After
really
that, I
are. You're
have
so
Ty
smart.
Simpson from Alabama, 80% passing completion. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, and then I have is that Julian saying how do you say that? And from Ohio
Yeah.
State, he's a stud. He's got 24 TDs, 4 interceptions. I took Marcel Reed out of the top five. I like that kid from USC, that Jaden Marrera, 2,614 yards, 16 TDs, and then he has 6 rushing TDs.
I
So
can't believe
he's
you
my
just
number
did
five.
that. How
Yeah,
can you be
Marcel's
sitting
out.
in College Station and you took Marcy out of the
Marcy's a
freaking top 5?
sophomore. He's like a second year starter. No.
He still deserves. All right. Do you want to go,
Johnny
Joe?
Football won as a freshman.
I know
Yeah.
that
Well,
I don't want to talk about that.
Marcel's got the most picks. He's got 6 picks. You know,
Oh yeah,
he's
he
got he's
does.
got
Those were by a
2020.
lot of those were by accident, Alex. Those were like tips.
I
That
know.
Yeah,
was not his
yeah.
fault.
Okay.
The one he
Well,
threw
a
at
lot of
LSU the
people
first
had
half
had
made me
kids
throw
by
up.
accident. You know, it's
Yeah,
still whatever.
yeah.
You know.
Pick is a pick. A pick is
Yeah,
a pick is a
like,
pick is a pick.
okay, whatever. Let's move on before I say something ugly. Joe,
Yeah,
do you
there
want to
you
go
go.
next?
Sure. I mean that. I mean I think the race is already over with.
Oh,
We.
wait, let me go first because you're stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Because
Um,
okay,
I'm going
okay.
to
So,
leave
okay.
when he
so you're gonna
goes.
talk over me and interrupt me? Okay, that's
Yes, I
fine.
am because I don't want to. It's so
That's fine.
dumb when you say, and like we lose
Yes.
subscribers every time you say this for your Heisman. But
Okay.
okay, my number five pick is I'm gonna say it again, the ref who ref the Penn State Indiana game when he called the touchdown appropriately. That was Heisman material. Okay, next, number four, I have Fernando. Number
Indiana.
number three, I have Marcy, the gingerbread man, Marcy Reed. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, got
Got
it.
it.
Yep.
Number two is Julian. I'm just saying,
Yep.
quarterback for Ohio State. And number one is Jeremiah Love.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go now, dumbhead?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
mine's quick and easy. I mean, it's from what he showed so far this year, the adversity that he showed and how he's turned his season completely around and the poise he shows in the pocket and how he leads his team. I mean, he even has the defensive players inspired. I mean, that's the highest, that's what makes the Heisman so special is the player that is so special to your team and brings you from when you're down to up and now they're on their way up and they're going to go and they're going to beat Georgia between the hedges. They're going to beat Arkansas like a drum and then A&M when they show up, it's going to be arch. He'll be walking through the arches and they're going to praise him. And the Heisman to me is already over with. I don't even know why we're still doing it. But just for some added glory, let's go ahead and play the last 3 games and watch him do it and watch him do this all day long.
Are you? I'm sorry, I fell asleep for a second. Are you,
Why did you fall asleep?
Is he
Alex?
done?
Yeah, he's
What
done.
did you mute me? Did you mute what I was saying, Alex?
I fell
No, I
asleep
had
for a second.
earplugs. I got.
He,
I'm good.
Earplugs.
yeah,
Yeah.
he put his
See,
earplugs in.
that's kind of bull butter because you heard what I said last time on Wednesday, and
And
then
now I'm
you heard it.
prepared. Now
Yeah,
I'm
and this time,
prepared.
so now you just
Yeah.
didn't even listen to it.
I
What's
didn't want to
wrong with
hear it.
you?
I didn't want to hear it.
And
It's
my
because it's
question to you,
ridiculous.
it's ridiculous. You don't even have him in as your top five. How can you not have him as your top five?
He's not even in my top 20
What? You know he's the number one NIL guy. They're paying him
because of his
6 point.
last name.
It doesn't matter. That does
It's not
not
because of his last name.
matter.
It's because he's Arch Manning. He's the number one. He's the most respected, the most sought after player in the country. That's why he's getting paid so much money. Okay.
Do
Look
you
what he does for
hear?
his team.
Do you hear what you're saying? I'll let you listen to it later.
That's a good
What you
idea.
Um,
Okay.
all right, Alex has places to go. He's like the most important person in our family right
No,
now.
I got pudding waiting for me.
Oh, okay.
Good.
He's got
Okay.
pudding waiting for him. So, don't forget our sponsors, the Belleville Times, who's
Yes. Thank you,
forward think
Bruce.
Bruce
You're
is
the best.
he gives us gobs of money for
He
this. And
does.
then also Eckerman's Meat Market. Um, that's a fresh cut from the country. And if you're lucky, you'll find it in your local grocery store too.
Let me say something about Bruce. He called me the day that we did our Wednesday, and
Yeah.
so the Belleville Lions Club is
He
having.
almost pulled our sponsorship. He was
I
so
know.
mad.
So he invited me to come for a Belleville Lions Club dinner. So Kimmy and I are coming next Wednesday to Belleville as
Fun.
past president of Belleville. Yes, it was so nice of him. I
He
appreciate that.
they like carry him through the streets when he comes back and then feed him
Yes.
grapes and stuff. He loves it.
I want to get a white wig one of these days. I was hoping to get one before I go.
Yeah, you need to try to do that. But then people will think you're like they get him mixed up with Brewer. They're like they can't tell if
That's
it's Bruce or
yeah,
Brewer. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Okay,
yeah.
this is Battered and Proud, and we are again a college football podcast for menses only. So
Well,
you
thank y'all
have
for
a
having me.
yeah, thanks for
Later,
joining,
brother.
Alex. Gigamags.
Gig 'em.
Deuces.